you to proceed with viewer discretion. For within the delightful realms of our romantic comedy, hearts will flutter and giggles shall abound. Kosaka hopes you have an absolutely delightful time diving into the whimsical tale of Reincarnated as the Traumatized Princess. I'll just help my flawless sweetheart change the genre. So snuggle up, embrace the sweetness, and let our charming journey begin.
Welcome back to Flavored Enemy, Reincarnated as the Traumatic Princess. Tonight is a soft night. Soft in sound, soft and light. Sitting at their desk, just putting the final touches on some shading, ignoring the drizzling rain outside, and instead just absorbing the energy from the lo-fi music generating from their cell phone and pouring their ever-loving soul and consciousness into their art. We meet Darby. Darby, could you please describe yourself and what it is you look like?
Yeah. Hi. My name is Darby Haven. I'm a 6'4", 25-year-old. I'm thick with all the C's, and even though it's been 3 years since I left my apartment, make no mistake, I'm always slaying with my looks. Today I went for a glitter punk attire with a sparkling pink top and flowing magenta yellow and light blue fabric. My beard and shaggy hair are pink and adorned with colorful flowers, and I have a smoky turquoise and lavender eyeshadow. And then on my arms you see a tattoo sleeve, which features Sailor Moon transforming in a variety of cute Sanrio-inspired characters just bursting out from the center, like kind of riding on rainbows. And I sit cuddled with my cats, Mars and Poseidon, as I finish the delicate shading.
As you're sitting there, you hear just that quick 1-2 knock right at the door as a letter is slid underneath your door frame and into the apartment. And you see it's a red envelope, and you know what that means.
I stand up and kind of approach the door and just make sure nobody's hovering out there, and pick up the letter.
On the very front, you see it stamped in the like the red, bright red ink. Eviction 3 days.
I look at the cat, and some tears kind of come strolling down my cheek. I don't know what to do, boys. I suppose the freelance work has been dry lately. I suppose I sit back down at my computer, even though I was ready to turn in, and I'll take a peek. I've been looking, I guess, at some job offerings. If there's anything that seems interesting on the job boards.
You're taking a look, and a lot of the same old stuff, selling your soul to retail. You know that while you might be able to make ends meet there, you'd just be dying slower every day.
I know.
At this point, you hear the water starting to boil on the stove top for the ramen you're supposed to be putting in for yourself for dinner.
Of course. I, I don't want to think about this. It said 3 days.
Yeah.
I understand the urgency. I'm gonna quickly throw in the ramen, kind of pull out a frying pan and crack a egg over it as well. And I think Darby kind of disassociates as they cook at their stove. Overcook the egg and burn it a little bit.
As you're sitting there just lost in that, you hear a familiar chime as Grinder just pops off in your phone.
I have been looking for so long. I open it.
It's the same guy. The guy that was just honestly the lines that he hit you with were just so hilariously stupid. You just kind of kept the match because it was funny.
Yeah.
However, it's at this point it says, "Listen, I get you're not really that interested in me. I totally understand, but if you're not doing anything tonight, get dinner with me. Maybe you and I could come to an arrangement. I wouldn't mind giving you a $1,000 a month allowance."
Darby, just smelling the burnt egg, can see the red flags from a mile away, but I'm desperate, and I ask him, I say, I'm not interested. Would you want to come here? I actually have some ramen on the stove, and I don't think I could go out to eat. As I click send on that paragraph of text.
Quickly you get back. I can come there. What's your address?
I quickly type out the address and then think for a moment to send the words, "You can come here." But I hold back from being so overtly flirty. Just send the address.
So as you send it, this guy's pretty cute. He's got this short crop brown beard and these like chocolate brown eyes, really tan complexion, a little bit shorter, about 5'4", and he is a little more scrawny on the scrawny side. But he's cute in his own way. And maybe it won't be so bad. So, what are you doing? What are you thinking as he's on his way?
Well, I haven't had a person over in 3 years, so it is kind of set up for me and the kitties. So I'm going to kind of excitedly, I have at my desk, I'm going to clean off, just quickly pull out a garbage bag and throw off the Red Bulls and such from the long nights of animating. I'm going to pull out, I have a cool tapestry of pastel colors that I'll lay out on the table in my kitchen, and I have some fairy lights that I'm going to just kind of pull off of my wall and try to tie together neatly around the table, and then just sit there and wait.
Okay, so as you're sitting there and waiting, you waiting for a while. Not too long, but a good enough while that your mind starts to wander. What do you think you're expecting out of this date, if you want to call it that?
I suppose some affection would be nice. Maybe just some cuddling. For now, I don't think I could handle much else, but I think I'd like to give them a good time. We could just watch anime, maybe even I could show someone my own show for the first time. And I get a little giddy at the thought of it.
So, and as you're sitting there, you are kind of browsing Reddit, and you come across one of your posts from about 7-8 months ago, and it's a post that you made with just a small singular frame from the Yahweh that you're making, and it just received so much praise, and immediately it makes you feel really happy and excited again. Even this comment from Snake Biting Its Own Tail is the user's name, talking about how like, I would kill to see this anime right now. And it's just like the absolute excitement. The absolute excitement just it immediately brightens you up. You almost forget about that red envelope still sitting on your desk.
As I see this, I pull up YouTube, and I had like every week I schedule just a current progress report, and it's the day it's going to upload in perhaps an hour or so, and I suddenly get a little self-conscious, and I reschedule the animation to upload next week.
As you finish closing that out, you hear a soft 4 knocks at your door.
I look over to my cat Mars and I say, "Mars, give me your strength." Okay. As I go over and open the door.
You see this same guy standing there, and he's holding a bouquet of dark red roses. You see that he's got a nice long coat on, like all the way about to like the knee length. You see it's that beige color. He's even got a white button up and a red tie on. And he immediately screams John Constantine to you. You've seen enough fanfic. You know where this is going.
Okay.
And he holds out the roses to you and says, "I came as fast as I could."
Okay. Well, I hope it's not too much of a mess to you.
No, you're fine. No worries at all.
These are my cats. This is Poseidon, and this is Mars. As I pick up Mars and just cover my face almost with the cat. Look.
They're so cute.
Thank you. They're my only company. I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before. I haven't left this. I haven't even had someone over. I haven't had a person over in almost 3 years.
it's okay. I mean, you just gotta believe in yourself and nothing can stop you, right?
You know, I like to think that.
And
You're too sweet.
and without the bad times, we wouldn't appreciate the good times, right?
You're right. I suppose I've had a lot of neutral times, but this is not one of them. So, would you like some ramen? I have some ramen here on the stove as I turn to kind of fill the bowls and...
Sure. He, you see him, as you're over there filling the bowl, he wraps his left arm around you and rests his head up against your back.
I kind of, pull away a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, yes.
As you go to pull away, you notice he holds you tighter. And then immediately you feel the roses pass in front of your face. And now he's holding much tighter. Should you make me a athletics check to try to escape?
Okay.
It's just a D20 flat roll.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna. Oh, I have my Davy sheet here. Yes, Davy is good for. All right, just a flat roll is a 13.
So he's holding you tight, and he's not letting go. And these roses, they smell divine, but also weird. Make a con save.
No! Oh no! That's a 19.
You feel your vision start to go blurry,
Mm.
and your feet start to get really shaky.
No.
Your cats are kind of meowing around your feet as you stumble to the ground. And you see he's still holding the flowers to your nose as your vision goes black. The last thing that you see before your vision fades away is his ankle. A tattoo of a snake biting its own tail. As you wake up, you feel cloth between your teeth, your hands bound behind your back, and a chain wrapped around your ankles. As you look around, you see you're outside on a boat in the middle of the lake. You see this guy sitting there with your tablet and your hard drive, going through all the frames you picked. And you hand drew everything.
No.
Oh, you're awake.
I've seen School Days. I know how this goes.
Well,
Just...
I'll save you the trouble. You were never going to publish this anyways. You were always going to find something wrong with it. It was never going to see the light of day. And let's be honest here. It needs to. And you're just not the face to represent it. You're not even honestly the face to represent anything. So, I'm going to do the entire world a favor and hide your face away for good. As he shoves you off the edge of the boat. As you hit the cold water, you see the chain and a cinder block be pulled underneath you as you get drug underneath. What's going through your head as this is happening?
In rapid succession, I think about my cats and where are they. And then after that, I think my work is going to be out there and somebody else is going to have taken it. Just regret. But as I make peace with the water choking me, I think I wanted to make something that would change someone's life. And to know that even if my face isn't on it, if someone sees it and it helps them, I can live with that. Or die in peace, rather, with that.
You feel this intense pressure on your lungs as you keep sinking. Your breath almost completely gone. You're not able to hold it anymore. Your lips pursed as hard as they can be to stop the water from seeping in. And it's completely dark. You can't see anything. Nothing at all. As the cold, crushing grip of the water corrodes around you, see something. A small green light. A small plant. A sprout. Like small, maybe 3-4 leaves on it. But it's glowing amidst the dark, crushing depths of this lake. And then it fades. And your lungs tighten. And there's no more pain or panic as you feel your body lift up away from the bottom of the ocean, away from pain and suffering, away from trauma and hardship. Your body lifts and lifts, and as soon as you make surface, as soon as your body presses out of the water, you feel something pull from within you as something else leaves the water and leaves your body behind. There's no way to know for certain whether it's a soul, a conscious. You don't know, but what you do know is that you're here and your body's there as you rise to the stars above.
Whoa. Okay. This feels like a show.
And
Where
then,
am I?
amidst the stars, they all blur into bright lines. And with a loud thud, you find yourself back in your apartment.
Oh. Oh.
But it's exactly how you left it. No mess from the encounter that you had. You see it's dimly lit. You see the art supplies and animation sketches all scattered around. You see your desk over there.
Babies?
It's There's a soft glow coming from your drawing tablet. Sprung out of it, you see a figure appear and sit right in your chair. You go ahead and describe yourself and what form it is you look like right now, dear doll.
Why, yes, I am merely taking the form, at least for this second, of the latest sketch from the little drawing tablet. It's rather troublesome having to keep one form for too long, but I feel it is best in this particular moment.
Oh. Davy? What are you doing there?
Davy? Who is this Davy you speak of?
You look just like my character that I was drawing.
Oh, that. No, darling, I am not Davy. I merely happen to look like this Davy.
Well, you picked one of my favorites. Who are you? I was just drowning a moment ago, and I can't seem to find my kitties anywhere.
Yes, of course, you were. You were drowning indeed.
Oh,
I am the doll, the shimmering embodiment of love's essence. I have seen your journey, dear Darby, your triumphs and heartaches, and I am here to guide you towards the lights once more.
okay.
Hmm.
How exactly would that work? Wait. Wait a minute. Am I
Yes.
am I dead?
Well, yes, but actually, no. I mean, you did do the process of dying, but as you can see, you're not currently doing that now.
So
That's up.
the like in between, so is this like Buddhism, like reincarnation and stuff?
Well, there are many ways that you could interpret what it is that is going on now.
Like there are a lot of different ideas about the thing.
And all of them are correct, more or less.
I
But
I always thought so.
Derby Haven, as a
Yeah.
soul adorned with the colors of the universe, I have heard your silent cries and witnessed the depths of your solitude. Fear not, for I am the doll, the guardian of love and beauty, and I bring with me a touch of magic to your life. Now, please note, I did say life, meaning that whole dying nonsense, that's behind you now.
Okay. Well, that's good, and I guess a little sad to hear. But you.
And if it helps any further, I don't mean behind you as in the way others are behind dear Davy.
Hmm. Oh, so okay. That helps a bit. So I have
Mhm.
agency, and
Yes, of course. Agency is something that I am. Oh gosh, what's the word that was used? Fond. I'm quite fond of agency. Now,
Mhm.
Darby, brave soul who has weathered life's storms, I have come bearing a gift that shall transcend the boundaries of this mortal realm. I offer you, darling, the opportunity to be reborn in the enchanting realm of Vittore, where dreams take flight and magic weaves through every strand of existence.
So that sounds amazing. A new
Right?
life.
Indeed.
Uh, do you know where my cats are before I go?
Oh, your cats. Oh, well, you don't need to worry about them anymore, darling. Not at all.
Oh, I still am a little bit, but I suppose that's a
It'll
different
be alright,
realm.
darling. Trust me.
Okay.
Mars and Poseidon are quite alright. In fact, they are with your neighbor, Mrs. Fazeli, as we speak.
Oh, Mrs. Fazeli was always quite nice.
Indeed. They will be well looked after, I promise.
Well, thank you. I appreciate this opportunity, I suppose.
Well, of course, of course. Now, let me tell you. So, this Vittore, this other realm entirely, it is a realm that pulsates with vibrant enchantment, where love and beauty intertwine with every breath. There, you will be granted a fresh start, a chance to embrace the wonders of a world where your dreams can become reality. And trust me, Darby, considering all of Davy, I'm well aware of what it is you dream of.
Mm. Darby blushes a little bit. Okay. I suppose. You. This is magical. It reminds me of all my favorite shows. And you to be the, I guess, keeper on the other side of this.
I'm
Well, a keeper on this particular side. But who's
Right.
keeping track? I'm certainly not.
Oh. So how does this work? Is Vittore a place of, I guess, as you said, the things I'm looking for? 'Cause I can
Yes, all
imagine a
of
few
those and
ways.
so much more.
Okay.
I'm going to step forward and gently caress your cheek. Dreams, my dear, have a way of persisting. Your journey in Vittore will be a testament to your resilience, your capacity to find light even in the darkest of times. Embrace the magic that awaits you and let it guide you to new horizons of love, beauty, and artistic expression.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course, of course. Now, as much as I enjoy chit-chatting with you, we can't spend all of eternity here doing this. So, before I send you on your way, Darby, darling, tell me, if there was one particular thing that you could take with you, well, no, that's not right. Colin, what did I say to Colin? Ah, yes, it was a wish. I can offer you one thing in the form of a wish, with a few limitations, unfortunately, but a wish
Okay.
nonetheless.
What exactly are the limitations? I've seen things like this before, so no wishing for multiple wishes, I imagine.
Yes, of course. No wishing for multiple wishes. Uh, some can't do the whole bringing back from the dead, and well,
Hmm.
I'm not myself, so let's just play it safe
I can
and say
think of
no to that. And I will not force someone to fall in love with you because no, just
that.
no.
Seems very,
While
very
I am
important.
the god of love and beauty and all of that, I will not force the relationship.
Because that's not love, of course.
Of course.
My wish,
So,
then.
what
I,
would you like?
I wish to. Hmm.
Come on,
I,
dear, tell me.
okay. I wish to be able to. I'm sorry, I'm indecisive. How about to look as I've always wanted to? Very.
Look as you've always wanted. Okay,
Yeah.
I can certainly work with that. Now, are you sure that that's it, right? I can't do any takesies backsies after you leave.
I think the thing I've always wanted was to be as confident as I could be. And I think this would help.
Well, then if it's all right with you, shall I send you on your way?
Really.
Well, dear sweet Darby, your spirit shall dance amidst the stars of Vittore. Embrace the opportunity to spread your wings and embark on a journey filled with the wonders you have so passionately yearned for. May love and beauty illuminate your path as you become part of the enchanting tapestry of Vittore. And I'm going to place a tender kiss on each cheek and shoo you off.
I'll never
With-
forget you.
With that final kiss, you feel your body dissipate into stardust once again, sinking through your floor and falling below. Darkness, and then a small light that grows bigger until awake. And the first thing you see is a tree. You're there, and the first thing that you notice is this tree. You're just sitting in front of, you notice that in front of you there is a type of rune, maybe, drawn into the ground. And you're not able to ascertain exactly why, but you're able to understand it.
Oh, okay.
You're able to understand that it says something along the lines of, "This wasn't the body for me, but I hope that it is for you." And I will drop this here. You can go ahead and claim your character. As you get a good look at yourself. For the first time since arriving here, you can see this light blue skin with this small bits of fur on it. You can feel your long ears kind of twitching. And you see, just out of the corner of your eye, your hot pink hair. And you kind of like go to touch it and feel it. Your hand touches antler.
Okay.
And here you go.
I love this so much. So cute. Oh. I am living.
There is a small leather pack in there, like nestled up against a tree, and a bunch of gear that's laying out beside it, including the cape that you see in the picture and the flail that you see in the picture. And it's all just kind of sitting there, and you're the only one out here in the middle of these woods. What do you do?
I just look. Is there any water around?
Right now, all you see is that pack and the tree and a bunch of other trees around you and this great, beautiful green forest.
Huh. Suppose I'll pick up the pack.
You pick up the pack, and there's a decent amount of, like, traveling supplies, all packaged in a very fantasy-esque kind of way. You know, like, you're a little bit upset, a little bit angry. I mean, when you die and you get reincarnated into a new world, don't they start you off in a town or something? Why in the middle of the woods?
True.
But you do notice two things outside of the normal supplies. One, you see a diary. And on the front there is a piece of parchment that is tucked there so the text is visible. And then it says, "So you may know my journey. And you may know your name."
I crack it open immediately.
The first thing it says is, "Well, I hope this is helpful in some way, shape, or form. But I figured it might be good for you to know who I was, so you can kind of understand what's going on. So, a little bit nervous here. I guess I should start at the beginning. My name is Kelsey Kadiris. I am a furbolg, although I suppose you might not know what that means. And the doll is not very clear about how to do all this. Anyways, I made a prayer to the doll, the god of love and beauty of my world, asking for a new body, one that better aligns with who I know myself to be. And they obliged. But in doing so, I offered my body, this one, to someone who felt like it might align with who they are on the inside. And so I thought, since we're playing swappies with our flesh bits, that you might enjoy reading some things about me. So, like I said, my name's Kelsey Kadiris. I am a furbolg who's trained as, well, a cleric. I'm doing a lot of different kinds of healing and stuff like that. And I suppose you'll probably pick up some other abilities when you come to our world. My pronouns are they, them, and I suppose you might be in a similar boat. But I did want to let you know that we are... So we... It's not like we're sharing a body already, or at all. Okay, I really don't know how to word any of this. Anyways, this form, Kelsey, is known, at least a little bit well, a little bit amongst the Kingdom of Lovak, so maybe be careful around there. What else? Oh, yeah, you'll find a coin purse inside this bag with some golds to get you started, some rations to get you to where you're going, and a map. A map that'll take you from this forest into the Kingdom of Kaldeth. Closest thing will probably head into the capital, Lubomier's. It's not too far, about a day and a half's walk from here. And you might be able to figure out how to get started there. I recommend going and checking out the Dark Paw Inn. It's a good place to get started. Other than that, if you're reading this, I hope that you got everything that you wanted. I hope that I also did. Good luck, and may the blessing of the doll shine upon you.
Oh, this is amazing. Okay. I suppose I look at the coin purse. Or search for it.
Yeah, you immediately find it, and you find that there's a satchel in there with 35 gold pieces.
Okay. I don't know how much fantasy money we'll get. Well, it's real money now. Okay. I wonder who I should meet at the the tavern there. They seemed so cool. And now I'm them. I don't know. I suppose... They didn't mention what exactly their abilities were. But we do have this cool flail, mace. Can I try to just strike at a random tree? Not the nice one, just a random tree.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
Alright. Do not have it equipped. There it is. That was a 14.
So you swing it, and as you do, there is this brilliant pink sparks coming off of it, and this trailing pink glow as it smacks into the tree, and you see the whole tree just splinter all the way from the base up and out, and the entire tree turns to sawdust.
Oh, okay. This is fun. Could I... Wait. So, out of character, I feel like Darby is somebody who would play D&D. Would he know what a furball is? Yeah, he they.
Yeah.
So, can I look for an animal?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
All right. 13.
You are kind of following along with the stuff. You pick up your stuff, and you're kind of just looking along, checking around, and you see the first thing that first animal that comes to view that you see is a small falcon of some kind, just perched up in a tree.
All right.
Cocks its head at you.
I know from playing D&D I can talk to you. Okay. All right. Hi. Falcon. Do you have a name?
Yes, I'm Azrael.
That's so fantasy. That's so cool. Okay. Azrael, could you show me the way to, and I look at the, like, diary, and I just say, Caldeth. Yes. Or they said, Lobo Mieres?
You want to go to the people?
Yes. Why should I not?
Or make it too close to farm?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
They shoot birds if they get too close to farm animals.
Well, wait, I suppose you do, eat cute little kitties and such. But that's nature, and I wouldn't hold that against you. I'm sorry that they do that. If there was another way, perhaps some kind of agreement you could come to with humans to not eat their loved animals.
Well, I can show you the way and leave before getting too close.
That would be, lovely, if you could.
Of course.
My name is, Kelsey, now. Kelsey Kerdius.
To meet you, Kelsey.
Nice to meet you. What was the name again?
Azrael.
Azrael. Pleasure to meet you. And I'll make sure that humans do not shoot you, when we get to town.
You see, Azrael takes off and begins to fly through the woods. You see that he stops every so often to make sure that you're still following.
All right.
And what are you doing as you're following Azrael towards the kingdom of Caldeth?
I suppose, I am keeping my eyes out for other creatures and, just looking over myself. I am amazed. And I suppose I'd like to maybe get a better understanding of my own magic. Would I be able to make an Arcana check to...
Yeah,
perhaps...
you go ahead and make an Arcana check.
All right. So that's 20.
Okay, with a 20, you're able to figure out amongst your known spells, you're able to figure out how to cast your cantrips pretty quickly, pretty easily. And 3 first level spells of your choice.
Okay. I think I'll choose... Ooh. I'll go Silent Image, Disguise Self, and Detect Magic. And I think the moment I realize that I have some kind of sense of magic, I'm going to, detect magic in my general area.
So as you send your energy through the floor, you feel the reverberations of the woods around you, like echoes of the world itself, pulsating around you with this natural sort of magic, one that feels at one with the entirety of this world. And there are small pockets of differing kinds. Like you can feel the magic that flows through the water, the magic that flows in the air, the magic that rests along the grass. But the first thing that truly catches your eye is up ahead. You see that there is a peak of a darker, more angry kind of magic coming from someone just sitting on a stump up ahead, just knitting.
Who goes there? As I draw the flail.
Oh, hey, just knitting. You can keep on moving on.
You seem angry, friend.
Oh, no, I'm not angry. I'm having the time of my life.
Doing knitting.
Of course. Gotta love when threads intertwine, don't ya?
Well, could you perhaps knit me something? I have some gold.
Oh, sure. I'd love to knit something for you. Here, let me just go ahead and put this project down here. So, what brings you to these parts, friend?
Oh, well, I was gonna go on a date and then I was murdered and thrown into the ocean. So, it was hard, but I've come back in this form and I am kind of getting the hang of this. I guess I'm a new me.
Well, I love that for you. I'm gonna tell you right now that it's liberating. Absolutely liberating to feel at one with yourself, let me tell you. Now, about what I'm knitting for you. I'm thinking a pair of mittens. I think there's gonna be need for some warmth in a very cold place in your future. So what do you think? Mittens?
How do you know that exactly?
Oh, you just got the vibe around you.
Okay, I suppose mittens would do nice. They don't have any kind of, like, magical trickery, do they? Like, evil...
Looks at his needles.
No?
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Well, that's a nat one, baby.
He's being honest.
Well, thank you. I suppose. Never mind. I was gonna say like the quest giver thing in fantasy, but that's This is real life, right?
Yeah, it is, it's real life, let me tell ya. Now, here are your mittens. And, don't worry about the gold, huh?
Oh, well, thank you. Say, how far would 35 gold get me anyway?
Oh, well, you should be able to, for about 2 gold pieces, you should be able to get a room for about 2 weeks. So about a gold a week at the inn.
All right. Well, thank you. And what's your name?
Oh, well, around here, I'm just an advisor.
Okay. All right. You're an advisor. Pleasure. As I continue on, I might have. Hope I didn't lose my friend, the Falcon.
Oh, Azrael's just waiting up ahead for you.
Do you know each other?
Of course, we go way back.
Oh. Interesting. Good to know. Well, you seem trustworthy, and Azrael seems trustworthy, so I have a feeling this is going to be a great adventure. As I continue on now with Mittens.
Good luck! I hope you find your haven.
Oh. Yeah. Thank you.
As he goes back to knitting.
I'd head on my way. And I think about how I have shape or disguise self. And I think about the wish to look however I want it. And now I have that power myself. So I'm going to use disguise self, keep my form as Kelsey, but I wish to grow back my pink beard.
It completely and thoroughly fills right in.
I just giggle as I continue walking along, hoping to find civilization.
You walking for quite some time. Sun starting to set. Night begins to fall. Azrael kind of lands on a branch. Looks at you, cocks his head. So, do you want to travel through the night, or?
Is it, dangerous?
Not in the air.
Oh. Well, wouldn't it be still dangerous to sleep in the woods? Unless perhaps we could find a little more security. As I'm going to, again, kind of try to seek out more animals. Perhaps a bear.
Okay, make me a survival check.
Alright. That's only an 8.
You're searching along, and you are trekking through the woods looking around. And while you don't find any animals, you do find a small alcove-like cave. Small enough that you can actually see the back of the cave itself from where you're standing. Completely empty, and it looks like there is, or was, a fire in the center of it. A little small campfire.
Okay. Well, I suppose if no one else is using it, let's go. And yes.
As you head inside the cave, there is a small pedestal, like shelf kind of thing, in the corner. And you can see this interesting rune-like symbol, and you see that there's a sword, and there's a star and some wings. And once again, you're not able to be sure how you're able to read it, but you can. It's underneath it says, "Altar to the Whisper." And on the shelf, you see multiple different kinds of things. You see rope and rations and swords and daggers and maces and water skins and all kinds of things just resting there.
Am I able to ascertain, I suppose, the purpose of this altar?
You remember that there was a quote-unquote beginner's guide to Vittore written in Elsie's diary for you. You can go ahead and make a investigation check to see if you can find something within there that'll tell you.
All right. Oh, this is interesting. It's like this awesome source book. Oh wait, I accidentally did it with advantage, so I'll roll it again. All right, that was an 8.
Okay. You're able to find an entry about the Whisper. You can see that it's not very detailed, but it says, "The Whisper, goddess of freedom and adventures. Her altars are spread across Vittore, and act as a sort of leave what you can, take what you need kind of situation.
Okay. Well, I do have some. I parse through my bag and pull out 2 daggers. I don't suppose I'll need these all too much. And I'll just lay them out on the altar.
Okay. Do you take anything?
So there was a rope, a mace.
There's rope, maces, swords, water skins. There was there's rope, mace, water skins, and there was also swords. In addition, you see a small section with a bunch of gems kind of tucked in there.
Is there a pink one?
Yeah, you actually do see a pink one.
Ooh. I think I'll grab that.
Okay.
But I suppose I don't know if what I gave is worth that. So, I don't know what else I could give. I suppose I'll leave a ration, because I think food is as useful as money around these parts.
So you leave that, and you see that Azrael has flew out and is currently, what you presume, out hunting.
This is nice. This is very nice. What did I do to deserve this? This is such a gift. And there's still so much more of it to discover. Could I try again to flex some of my magical abilities? Or actually, rather, I'll do detect magic again inside this cave.
So, as you do that, the first thing that pops up immediately is the gem in your hand. The only other thing that pops up is one of the swords that's over on the altar.
Okay. I suppose I'll take a look at the sword as well. But I suppose I'll follow through the detect magic on the crystal and see what school it might be.
Okay. You see that it is a school of transmutation, which you can ascertain. You're not able to exactly say how you know that for sure, but
Right.
it feels right.
Okay.
And you're also, after having examined it, you're fairly certain while you were looking for a passage about the whisper, you saw something about this in the diary.
The crystal. Can I make what would you have me make to recall what I had seen about this?
Make an investigation check.
Alright. I'm good at these. Well, that's a 13.
You are able to find it. An entry about something called the Shards of Eternity. And how each one has some kind of insane, magical, mystical property. And usually, through focus, one might be able to ascertain some of the abilities within. You see that she mentions, it says, and I'm fairly certain that, from what I've gathered, that these shards are all part of an original crystalline gate called the Gate of Eternity. That was originally meant to assist people in traversing here in times of great need. Why, Vittore is a realm of immigrants.
This seems a lovely place. What do I do with it? I suppose I'll just put it in my bag. I don't know if I should show this to people. It seems important, but... Well, as I sit in the cave, too, I just think... Maybe I don't even want to go to town. I don't know if I'm ready to speak to another. I think... Yes.
You get the feeling like you shouldn't have put that crystal away. You want to pull it back out.
Okay. I pull it back out, and I look at it with a reinvigorated confidence.
Why don't you go and make a wisdom saving throw?
All right. 17.
There in your eyes flashes a sketch on parchment. You can recall it almost immediately, and your hand with the crystal in it heads towards the wall of the cave and begins to start carving that same image. You regain your agency as you're doing it, but you remember the image completely. What do you do?
Okay. I think on this image, and I suppose I want to remember, put it down, write it. I don't know if I have any materials to write with. I do have a crowbar and a hammer.
You notice that the gem was carving into
okay.
stone.
What was the image I saw?
It's like a weird mixture of ellipsing circles and triangles.
I think to the Ouroboros tattoo of my killer. What does this mean? Can I look at the book again?
Yeah. Go make an investigation check.
14. We're not rolling great tonight.
There's nothing in the diary about this, but you just get this overwhelming urge like you should finish the drawing on the wall with the gem.
I will. Without any hesitation.
As you carve into it, it starts to glow that soft pink color. And as it's in your hand and you finish drawing, you take a step back to observe your work, and you hear 3 words.
We're going to a tavern. What was the name of the tavern again? It was Dark something Inn? No, maybe not. I look back at the note too to see what the tavern was named.
You flip back to the beginning page and you find it's the Dark Paw Inn.
The Dark Paw Inn. Where we're going, I guess.
As the pink energy pulsates, you see it reform and reshape into a small wooden door.
Oh, I suppose it's
stop shining.
rude not to knock. Kelsey is going to knock on the door.
No answer.
Well, I knocked, and Kelsey is gonna step through.
Soon as you open the door and step through, the door closes behind you, and you feel the entire change of everything as you are now looking around at this bustling tavern. You can see these dark oak floors with kind of like this burnt texture to them. You can see these individual little seats kind of spackled throughout. You can see these hanging pots of plants overhead, and the skylight that's kind of just pouring light down into the center of the room. You also see a bar top right across from where you walked in, and you see standing behind the bar, leaned on the counter, you see a bulky, beefy-looking man with this shock of purple hair atop his head, and atop that, a set of pink cat-like ears. As he looks over you and says, "Well, if it isn't, for some reason I can't remember. Oh, what was it? Oh, that's right. Kelsey, right?
Yeah. Mm. Can I
Now-
roll not have a panic attack at the
Yeah.
amount of people in here?
Go for it.
What should I roll? Con?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom? Alright. I'm good at these. Alright, that's an 18.
And you're able to keep it together, although your subconscious kind of says, "Hey, maybe this is something Kelsey was good at," and it just kind of transferred.
Okay. Hello. Yes, I'm... Well... I'm Kelsey. Yes.
I ask if cats got your tongue, but oh, I've never been so lucky. So,
You, cat, could have mine. I'm sorry. Perhaps too forward.
maybe if I wasn't on the clock, huh?
When do you get off? Or should I say, when will you?
About 15 minutes after you do, I'll tell you that.
Kelsey is going to like kind of turn around, let out like a big breathe. Leon? Or sorry, did Leon introduce?
No, he didn't.
Okay. What was your name exactly?
Oh, I'm surprised you don't remember me. I'm Leon.
How could I forget such a pretty face?
Well, I'll make sure that's not a problem next time. Now, are you here for drinks, flirts, or a room for the night?
All of the above, and if I may say, perhaps with you?
Once again, on work right now, but...
I understand. You're right. This is very rude of me. I'm sorry. But
being persistent like that, it might work for you.
what do you have on tap?
Oh, let's get your room all set up first, huh?
Okay. Sure.
Alright. How long will you be staying?
A little bird, rather, an advisor, told me that I could afford 2 weeks, easily.
2 weeks. That'd be 2 gold pieces.
As I hand them over.
And, here's your room key. And, you can head over there and grab a seat, and Pepper should be able to help you out with, food and drink. Oh, and, just a heads up, the Scaled Council's gonna be here in 2 days, so you might not want to leave your room during that time.
Oh? Who would this Scaled Council be?
You are
Yes.
you are a hoot and a holler, let me tell you.
I
Kelsey,
Yes!
totally forgot what the Scaled Council is, huh?
Absolutely. Totally forgot. Wink. Remind me who these rubes are exactly. As I,
Oh, yeah.
wink.
Do you go ahead and give me a deception check?
Alright. Blast. Alright, 14.
He looks at you and is like, yeah, well, as I'm sure you know, the Scaled Council is a group of leaders from the Kingdom of Lovak. And all of them are snobs or aristocrats, self-righteous kind of folk.
Aristocrat. Of course, yes, I remember quite well who these people are. Such a shame that you have to work when these nobles are in town. That they may treat you like you're some kind of servant when you deserve to be treated, well, like an aristocrat.
Well, just be careful, alright, Kels?
I will. Thank you.
I don't need a repeat of what happened last time that the two of us were in Lovac.
Remind me, I might have been a tad too tipsy. Yes?
A gold dragon that we caught wind of that was doing some really shady things, and, well, we made sure that it was going to see the light of day, and before that was able to happen, the Scaled Council, well, one of the members of the Scaled Council stepped in and, sent us flying with a few singes.
Yes. Sounds dreadful.
Alright, well, you look absolutely exhausted. How long has it been since you slept?
Well, I was going to sleep in the cave, but, well, it did.
Cave?
Yes. I was, looking for a bear to cuddle with, you could say. Instead, I found a bird, but, well, I left them behind as well.
Well, your room's up there, and, be careful what kind of bears you bring in that room.
I will. Certainly. I'll talk to you later, Leon?
Of course. And, feel free to get yourself something to eat and drink. Oh, and, as you know, breakfast is at 7, lunch is at noon, and dinner is at 6.
It sounds lovely. Thank you.
Of
It
course.
was a pleasure to, speak with you again, as it always is. As Kelsey turns away and kind of like grits their teeth, just like, yeah, I think I said that right. And is going to, I suppose, look around at if there seems to be any tables with interesting folk, because I'm feeling a new confidence almost after talking with Leon.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check?
All right. 17.
So, one of the first things that you notice from around the room itself is that it's not really busy. It's not a whole lot of people here. But what you do see is that there is a group of 4 what you presume to be dwarves sitting at a table, all drinking some ale. They look covered in ash and soot, so you presume they were just working. You actually see their pickaxes resting against a wall. You see 2 elven women who are sipping wine in a booth and chit-chatting. You see a rabbit person who is eating some kind of soup with his back towards you. And you see a young woman with black hair and black horns pushing out from her top of her head, and sitting at the bar by herself, just sipping on a short glass of what you presume to be some kind of dark liquor.
Interesting. I have a strange idea. I'm going to look to Leon and say, darling, do you have a piece of paper, parchment, and perhaps feather, an inkwell? Hey, Suiton.
Sure, I can get those for you.
Thank you. All right. I turn back around and just kind of shout to the whole of the whole bar. Excuse me, fine compatriots. I have a query. As Leon gets me the pen and paper, I want to sketch out the circles and trying like the thing that I saw in the cave.
You see the dwarves kind of look at you and then immediately go back to their drinks. Like, okay, nice person. The elves look mildly curious, and the rabbit person is paying attention out of what you presume to be kindness. And the black-haired woman with the horns is just kind of resting her head on her hand, looking at you as you're still sketching.
Here. Does anyone know what this may be?
You kind of show off your drawing, and the elves kind of like look and go back to their drink. The rabbit person just kind of puts down his spoon and reaches his hands up and then just starts to clap, kind of confused.
Thank you.
And the one with the black hair kind of looks at you and just nonchalantly is like, yeah, that's a rune of gate. Why?
Oh, what exactly is gate?
It's a spell, rather powerful spell that allows you to travel between two places.
Oh, like any two places? Like what kind of places?
Well, it depends on the caster, really. Why do you
Well,
ask?
Well, a rock in a cave helped me draw this. As I kind of suddenly bite my tongue a little bit, realizing don't want to necessarily share that information.
Well, that sounds like you're cursed. Sorry to hear about that.
Oh?
You wanna sit down, have a drink?
Sure. I look around. Can the rabbit join us? I'm sorry, what's your name? Rabbit seems rude.
The rabbit kind of looks up at you, and you see that he outstretches his hand and he begins to rapidly change his hand positioning fast, and then looks to the woman next to you, and she looks back to you and says, "He's saying that his name."
Sign, yes. Hi, Davidson. It's a pleasure to meet the both of you. And, what was your name?
Oh, sorry. I'm Deirdre.
Deirdre. It's a pleasure.
Too.
Would you like a drink? A top off? I have gold.
No, not really worried about that. I'm just here for the atmosphere.
Alright. I didn't
What?
ruin it at all with my shouting, did I?
No, not at all.
Thank you.
So, what,
Well, I died, and this being, the doll, gave me this new body. Belonged to Kelsey, and I suppose I'm Kelsey now. Do you know anything about any of that? Does that sound like it computes? I've been trying to decide whether or not I've been dreaming this entire time.
I will say, you're not the first person I've heard about getting born into this world from another. And the doll was the one that did that too.
Oh, so there's more of us.
Yeah, actually, and coincidentally, it's the princess of this kingdom we're in. Princess Anastasia von Caldeth.
Oh, interesting. A princess, that seems like a hard draw in terms of being able to speak with her. Would that be... Do you know how I could talk to this princess?
Oh, the von Caldeths are not like most other kings out. They have open doors all the time for their community to come and talk to them. But I'd suggest, before going there, you should go and check out the Temple of the Doll over in Old Town. Might be able to find some answers there, too.
Sounds lovely. Would you care to join me? I suppose I wouldn't want to remove you from the atmosphere.
Well, it is a bit late. Maybe, oh, well, I do have something going on tomorrow. But maybe the next day?
Sure. That sounds lovely.
Of course.
Well,
And I know you said you were born into this body. Is that what you would like to be called? I promise you here on Vittore, names can be changed like hats upon heads.
well, I suppose, do like the name Kelsey, but I do like my name as well. I think I'll be Kelsey Darby Cardias.
Very pretty. Oh, and since you are reborn in this world, I suppose it's only fair I should ask. I did know Kelsey, at least a bit, but...
Yes, that would actually be quite good information to,
What are your pronouns?
Any. Yes. Preferred they, them, but any works for me. It feels great to be able to be what I've always wanted to be. As fluid as the sea.
You always wanted to be this cute furball I see before me?
Oh my, you're flattering me. Oh, I was doing so well flirting before. No, never mind, that doesn't... How well am I portraying this cute furball that you knew?
Well, I'll be honest. Kelsey was always more of a bash brains in, ask questions later kind of girl.
Okay. I've never bashed brains in before. Not where I come from. That's illegal where I come from, but, is it the same here?
Well, for the most part.
Right.
You can't do it without cause, but if
Right.
it's in defense or if it's to protect someone,
That's good to know.
I suppose you probably need a whole crash course on these kinds of things, huh?
Yes, there was a game that I had played before, but it spent so long, I don't... Yes, I would love a crash course. What exactly were Kelsey's abilities? I know that I can transform, I can talk to animals, be able to sense magic.
Yeah. Well, Kelsey was a cleric. Cleric who served the Whisper, the goddess of
No.
freedom and adventure.
I was at a temple, yes.
Prior to that, Kelsey was a warlock. A warlock to an entity that's named the Advisor.
I met an advisor.
Oh?
They didn't act like they knew me. Maybe the advisor was aware of this change in Kelsey?
I wouldn't put it past him.
I see.
It's also not surprising that you ran into the
There was a bird, too.
Azrael.
Yes,
Yeah.
Azrael was lovely. Was that not
No.
the case?
One of the Advisor's demon knights, able to take on animal forms.
Something very unique about that bird. That makes a lot more sense now. So I'm a cleric. What exactly... Well, so... I'm a cleric of the Advisor?
No, you are a cleric of the Whisper.
Oh,
And
yes.
a warlock of the Advisor.
Oh,
Although,
yes.
I wonder if that even stands now that Kelsey's gone.
You're right. So I draw power from these beings. What if I don't exactly know them? Are there other beings that could fill in the role?
There are. Here in Vittore, there are the serpents. Solus, Dendar, Jormungandr, Quetzalcoatl, Thiazid. These are the eldest and oldest of the Palinirum. Then you have your demons, the demon princes. 13 of them there are.
Fitting.
Beneath them you have the gods. They were all mortal once.
Okay. I think I'd like to... Yes. Maybe read more about these beings. And decide who I'd like to serve. They won't be mad, will they, if I decide not to?
I imagine you'll have to make a case for the Advisor, but for the Whisper, I imagine it'll be clear.
Well, the Advisor did give me mittens. I don't know if that matters.
Did you detect magic on them?
Oh god, I probably should. I'm going to detect magic on the...
First question, are you wearing them?
I don't think Darby would have put them on right away. It's not exactly the coldest out.
They immediately pop up as magical.
Alright. Do I have a sense of the school?
Yeah, evocation.
Okay. Evocation. I look at Deirdre. Do you know what exactly that means? Do you think these would be dangerous to put on, possibly?
Well, I can identify them for you if you'd like.
Oh, that would be great. Would a deity really give their, servants something that would harm them?
No, I'd say you haven't met the Advisor, but you have.
I did. He was knitting. He seemed kind of lovely.
He tends to do that.
Charming. Yes.
Okay. All right, so I mean, on the surface, it doesn't seem like anything problem at all. These are basically gloves that are enchanted to be able to handle fire with your bare hands.
Oh,
You'd be able to pick up things that are flaming or on fire. I'm not sure why you'd need it, but
he said something about me being in a place that's cold in the near future.
cryptic as always.
Yes, I suppose. But thank you for identifying this and helping me. Is there any way I can repay you?
I mean, well, you could save me from spending time with my counterparts tomorrow, but there's no
Your
real way to do that.
counterparts? What? Oh, is it the council? Are you a part of the council?
You hear, she kind of like looks away for just a second. You hear, I'm here already. Yes, I'm here already. Just, no, I can wait. Show up tomorrow, okay? We'll do it all tomorrow. Everyone will be here. You can handle it then.
Alright.
God,
Well-
you're so annoying, Aurelia. Sorry, Kels. I mean, not Kels. Sorry, Kels.
Yes, yes. Kels, Darby. I'll take both.
A name like pronouns, huh?
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah, it feels right.
About that.
Yeah, who were you talking to
Oh.
exactly?
Just communicating telepathically with my.
And how are they your counterparts exactly?
We are all members of this guild council.
Oh, alright. And yes, Leon told me a little bit about it, though, I didn't exactly tell Leon that I wasn't exactly the person they knew. So,
Understandable. So I understand why you do that.
yeah. Do you think that's a good approach? Because I feel like I've hit it off well with you. As me.
I'd say it might be beneficial to
All
keep
right.
that close to your chest. You feel comfortable.
Thank you. I suppose that means I feel a bit safe with you then.
Well, thanks. I'd stay out of Kadir's way.
Kadir.
Yeah, Kadir and Kels had a falling out. Last time that Kels was in Lovac, she received a banishment from Lovac from the council. I voted to not, but I was outvoted.
That's not good. No, that's not...
Luckily, you're not in Lovac, so they can't really say anything.
Okay. Good. So,
Yeah.
stay
You
away
are-
from that.
You are. Sorry, this food's just really good.
I understand.
You are in the kingdom of Lovac. I'm not Lovac. Kaldeth right now.
All right.
This is the kingdom of Kaldeth. Here on Walate Kesk. Walate Kesk is this continent, and we're on the greater world of Vittore. There should be. I know that Kels was ridiculous about maps. You probably have some of hers.
That might be quite helpful to look them over. I think I get the picture.
But here's the thing. Kadir he had a backer when he made it into the council. This real asshole of a dragon. And suffice it to say that when Kadir got power, and then this asshole was gonna get exposed by Kels. Kadir pulled all the strings that he had to make sure that Kels was...
And who was this dragon exactly?
Oh. This asshole named Hollow.
Well, I feel like having a dragon against you is not ideal. I don't know what to make of all this. This is interesting. So, do you think I would run into Kadir at any point?
I mean, Kadir is coming here with the rest of the council.
Right. So hide. Got it. In my room. I'm used to that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Nah, you are one of the only people that I've really spoken to in quite some time. Leon, I don't know, something just... I create cartoons and write, so I think maybe some of that...
What are cartoons?
Oh, animation. Do you know what
Like you make statues move?
Well,
Not corpses, right? I don't... that
no.
creeps me out.
No. I make pictures move.
Oh, like illusion magic.
Yes, like that. And I guess speaking with Leon was kind of second nature, the kind of things that I like to make. But you, I feel like I can be a little more, what's the word, vulnerable with. I
Well,
appreciate that.
You're only saying that now because I'm in my human form.
Oh, you're all dragons, right? Like real dragons?
Yeah, I am a black dragon. I am the Dark Lady of the Scaled Council.
Question.
Deirdre. Yeah.
Can I see?
It's a little bit of a small of a room.
We go outside?
You know, usually you're supposed to buy a girl a drink before you ask her to strip in front of you.
Then, excuse me. I look over to any bartender I can see.
You see this girl turns around and says, yeah? Can I help you? As she approaches, you see she's got this short, light brown bob with this red and white bows in her hair, and this red and black frilly dress on, a black collar around her neck, and these bright pink eyes.
Oh,
Yeah? Can I help you?
hi there, sweetie. Would you be able to get us and I'm gonna look over to Deirdre.
I'll have a fire scotch on the rocks. Make it a double.
I'll have 2 of those. So 3 of them total.
Yeah, okay. Am I putting this on your tab, Deirdre? Or...
No, on mine. How much would that be?
Okay, are you opening a tab or you just want to pay out now?
I'll pay out now.
Okay, well, let's see here. That'll be 8 silver pieces.
Alright.
Oh, and, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Pepper. If you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Absolutely. You're very kind.
Aw, thank you.
I see you have a collar matching the gentleman over there.
Yeah, it's kind of our symbol of us working here.
I think it's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
And actually, perhaps I look to Deirdre. We may have more drinks later on.
Don't get your hopes up.
Then we'll close out. As I hand a gold, like a full gold piece, and just say, "You can keep it."
Okay. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. As yeah,
It's a little cold out.
yes. I would love.
Don't need anyone having panic attack.
That's fair. That's fair. I almost had one coming in here. And I don't know. I don't know how I'll react to seeing a dragon, but you're magnificent in person, I will say.
Oh. I appreciate the compliment.
Well, shall we go?
Yeah, let's go. It's been a while since I stretched my legs in dragon.
How often do you transform?
Only for battles or...
So, are we in a time of peace? Good. It's good to hear. I don't know if I could handle war just yet.
Yeah. Hasn't been a really bad war in a few years now.
What year is it, by the way?
I suppose it won't make that much of a difference to you to know, either way.
True, I suppose. It's more, I'm curious what the, time is like here. Like, we had this guy, Jesus, he came back to life and we changed, the era of sorts. So I'm just wondering how this would work.
If we did that, we would never make it through a year with how much necromancy goes on here.
Oh, I don't think he was that, but I understand why it might seem as such.
It's the year's 361, the Age of Shards.
Right. Oh! Hey. Now, you're showing me your dragon form. And once we get out of the city, I have something to show you as well. The shards reminded me of it.
And for your knowledge, it's been about 319 years since...
Oh, wow. That's a long time for peace.
I wish it was longer. That war was nasty.
Did you partake in it?
Oh yeah, I was a general.
Oh, my.
Good times. I melted so many zombies.
That's pretty cool.
They don't taste good, so you try to use the breath weapon.
I see. Yes, I would probably not want to eat a zombie, but I guess as a dragon you don't have to worry about that so much. So
she kind of walks outside the city with you. Alright. I'm gonna show you my form, and you're not gonna panic. Okay?
I will not panic. I promise.
Remember, it's still me.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I could have killed you at any point in time. Not just in dragon form, but in person.
That makes me a little more worried that you say that, but okay, I understand.
Well, usually people think the dragon form is more powerful or something, and once I show that form, it's game time or something.
Yeah. Well, you have two different versions of yourself, and I suppose much like me.
Well, let's get this party started, huh?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
As she rotates her shoulder towards you, and there's just this swirl of black sludge as she grows and grows and grows until she is so huge. Why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check to see if you can figure out how big.
All right. That's crazy. 11.
So sprawling higher and higher until reaching about 60 feet up to the head. And a tail, tip to tail, about 427 feet.
Oh my god.
The wingspan spreads out as you see these black shimmering scales, and there's just this pool of black sludge that's like steaming hits the ground right in front of her as she spreads her wings and rears back onto her back legs. So, having a panic attack yet?
I can't tell. Should I roll?
Yeah, go ahead and make a make wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Oh, that's good. Okay, 24. I steal
you're
myself. This is incredibly badass. Oh my god. Wow.
Well, if you weren't a friend, this would be about the time that I'd be saying something. Power before the great might of Deirdre the Dark. Tremble before my ever-pressing poisonous acid. Wait, acid's not poison's not acid. Why am I going that way with
Oh, you still have science. Yeah, okay. This is amazing. I can't believe that I'm friends with a dragon. Okay. I don't know what to do with this. I mean, you're amazing. Literally the most magnificent thing I've ever seen in my life.
I will drop a picture for you.
Ooh,
That's Deirdre.
hell yes. I never saw another being for years, and now you're here.
How do you feel?
I feel whole, in a way.
As the sludge kind of pulls back in, and you see she fixes her top. It's like, huh, well, that was something.
It really was.
You did better than most.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I was barely holding it together.
Well, you didn't soil yourself, so that makes you better than most.
I am
And
thankful.
trust me, I've got a dragon nose. I know.
That's intimidating. Well, can I show you something?
Sure. As long as you don't pull down your pants. Please don't do that.
No, absolutely not. No, I have class. I'm going to first transform, into Darby, with disguise self,
Okay.
and just look and say, well, this used to be me, but now this is a transformation, so I let the disguise self drop and turn back into Kelsey, but still with the beard, and say, and so this is, I suppose, my dragon.
Well, I've always said that the true person resides within, right? So,
Right.
what you want the outside to look like can change.
Yeah. I like being able to be a little bit of both, like you.
Well, I like you both ways, so work for me.
Thank you. Oh, and one other important thing I was going to show you is...
This is not the part where you pull down your pants, is it?
No! I'm not going to... No! Never. Absolutely not. I mean, not... I would never do it without you wanting it. Oh, that's not smooth at all. Here. As Kelsey pulls out the crystal.
Shard of Eternity?
From what I understand, yes. This was the rock I mentioned that, hold on one cat. Cat's being a menace. Sorry, Apollo decided to loudly play with a plastic bag in the background. Yes, this was the rock that I mentioned.
Kind of wild that you were reborn. You have been here the same... It seems like you're here
Yes.
your first day.
This is, yes, my first time. First day.
Legendary artifacts. There are 1,000 scattered throughout the world, each of them with different magical property.
That one ability, would you be able to tell me what this one can do? It brought me to this place. Not this place, but the place we were just at.
I can't. Shards of Eternity, whenever you try to cast an identify spell on them, it only tells you what the Gate of Eternity does. That's what the shards used to be when they were... No, each shard has its own... You can never determine exactly what that means.
So, the runes that I was drawing, you said they were the gate spell. Would I be able to cast it?
Hard to say. What happened the first time that you cast it?
I saw the image, and then I suppose it did transport me. It asked, where are we going?
Said we?
Yes, it did.
If I had to say, I'd guess probably it decides when it wants to cast it.
Interesting. So it's sentient? Is that normal for a rock?
Normal, but it's definitely not unheard of. Why, do you not have talking rocks back where you're from?
No. Well, we have these... The phone uses rocks. Different kind of rocks. No, we don't have talking rocks. Not at least alive-ish ones that have agency and a will. This is amazing. I don't know exactly if it was just fate that I had found this. But a lot of things today seem fated in a way. Yeah.
Life has a way of tending to do that to you.
Well,
Yeah?
is it patronizing for me to ask if I could... No, now I'm realizing the words I was saying were going to sound bad. Rise you, in your dragon form. Yeah, that didn't sound good. There was no right way to say that at all.
I get what you're saying. She kind of turns red a little bit. It's just... I keep forgetting you're new here. That's a, marriage proposal?
Oh my god! Oh, that is the wrong thing to ask.
Yeah. Dumb.
A bit sudden, yes.
Yeah.
We only just met. Well... How do I dig us out of this awkward hole? that I've created.
Well, how about, since we are already out here, I take you to go show you one of my favorite spots out here.
Sure. That sounds absolutely lovely.
Okay. She reaches back and grabs your hand and starts pulling you towards the woods.
Cute. I'm just kind of giggling, just thinking, wow, this went so much better than the time a guy murdered me.
She kind of is just walking through the forest, like that slight jog, and pulling you along. She eventually reaches a grove of trees, but in the center of this grove, a steaming hot spring.
Mmm. I've watched so many animes.
You want to hop in?
That sounds amazing. Yes.
All right. You see, she traces a rune over her chest, and you see her clothes transmorph into a bathing suit as she jumps backwards and dives into the hot spring.
I just realized, like, oh, I'm wearing armor, and what? I suppose I still do have my disguise self. I'll also create a fitting bathing suit, and just calmly step into the pool. Um, just thinking that I haven't ever really done something like this.
She kind of plops her head out from under the water. You see her hair is just kind of wet around her face now. She's kind of barely floating up above the water. She's like, "You getting in?"
Yes. Well, I suppose I'm gonna try a dive as well.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
5.
You belly flop right into it as the water just splashes Deirdre right in the face.
As I want to say too, the moment my head hits the water, I kind of get this cold shiver down my spine, remembering what it felt like to drown, and I quickly get back up and kind of turn away from her, and I'm breathing quite heavily. I'm sorry.
Okay, just
Bad
what?
memories in the water.
Oh,
Didn't think about it until just then.
well, do you want to see something funny? Oh, cool.
Sure.
Funny, kind of gross, honestly.
All right.
She kind of reaches over, swims over to the edge, and grabs your armor that's like resting there. And she said, "I noticed earlier that some of the buckles on here were starting to rust. You see it there?
Yeah.
Kind of gross, but also kind of funny, kind of cool." As you see her spit on it and start to rub it with her finger as the rust just completely washes away in this green, black, viscous acid-like material.
How does acid do that?
Oh, I have pretty good control over its acidity.
That's amazing.
It comes with age.
Wait, how old are you as a dragon anyway? How long do dragons live for? No, wait, hold on. You're right. It's a rude thing. I haven't talked to... Yes. I'm sorry. You don't need to share that.
Oh, it's fine. It's helpful for you to know. Yeah, I am. I'm 3008.
Mm. And I cannot quantify that. You know what that Jesus guy I told you about with the years? That's more than we had, like, after him.
Oh?
Yeah. But that's amazing. It's not a
Hey,
bad thing at all.
I mean, Kels has been my friend for the last 70 years, so...
Oh. So I hope some of that wisdom has rubbed off on me then.
I hope that doesn't make you, like, it awkward.
I think I can process that. No, not at all.
So, how's the water feel?
Amazing.
Good. I'm glad.
I haven't swam in a long time. I always used to like it as a kid. My mom would give me swimming lessons. It was quite fun.
Must have been tough
Hmm.
after you...
Hmm. Well, she has been gone, for the last 5 years of my life, so I'm sure she'd miss me if she was still here, but, no, she is gone, and I didn't even get to see her before she went. I'm sorry, I shouldn't drop all this on you.
No, it's...
It's just a bit of a new vantage point to look at it from, I suppose. I have a lot of memories of my mother.
Here. She reaches into, the water and cups it in her hand, and she kind of swims over really close to you. Show you something. I
Alright.
I tried to teach Kels for years, but she never was that interested. But you see her trace her fingers at the top of the pool of water in her hands. Her thumbs, she traces it in circles, both of them concurrently. And she closes her eyes, and she continues to do it. You see her chanting, and you're not able to understand exactly why, but you understand her words. Both beautiful.
Can I... Does it seem as though I should try to chant along with her?
You hear her, and your eyes drift towards the pool of water. Depths of longing I search afar, memories where shadows mar, but fate swims as she eschews the water out, and it turns into the slow falling rain, as it now turns into a projection in the falling water moving really slowly. As you can see, Deirdre, and she is sitting across from a young blonde guy, shaggy blonde hair with these bright golden eyes. You see the two of them are talking to each other and laughing. You see that Deirdre has just got this big giant smile on her face, whirling her hair and her face. And the blonde guy is just exasperatedly trying to explain something while also being extremely embarrassed as the water then hits the hot spring itself. You see Deirdre kind of looks up and wipes a tear from her eye. give it a. You can give it a.
All right. You don't have to feel bad about that. I'm glad you have memories like that. I just hope. I imagine. All right. As I try as well.
So, would you explain to me what you do?
I hold my breath and picture drawing with my mom a memory of when I created some of my first characters, when I first drew little fish person with a bandana, and how Mom told me that they looked a bit like a boy and a girl. And that's when I made Davy. My mom had taught me so much about what I could be. And that day felt like a start of something important. I just hold on to this memory as I try to dance in the water and put my head down in it.
You feel the memory like you're there in the moment with your mom showing off Davy. And then it's gone.
I am crying, and I just need to hold someone, so I give Daedra just a hug.
It holds you back. It's like, hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen her. Thank you. Thank you for that. I can't. There's not a gift that anyone could have given better than that. And I had a god give me my wish today. You've already done so much. Thank you. I just keep there holding her until... Does it seem like she wants me to stop at any point?
No, she seems lost in you holding her.
I put my head up and kind of hold her face for a moment. You said you can control your acidity, yes? I'd like to kiss you.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, my big dragon. It's not exactly the hotness or whatever.
I think you're magnificent. I don't think there's anything, not a single thing gross about you. I haven't talked or really given much of myself to anyone, and today I had literally the worst date anyone could ever have, and
Sorry,
I-
I suck so much.
what? No, not you. I was murdered.
I
So-
don't think that I ever would have put on my checklist of things that I would hear today as somebody laugh the words murdered.
It is somewhat amazing that meeting you has made that not one of the most important things about today. If you need time, though, I understand. We did only just met.
As she leans in to give you a kiss, you hear bells ringing. And you hear, "The city's under attack! Everyone to the defenses! Everyone to the ramparts!" As she rolls her eyes. Hold on, I gotta go handle this.
All right.
You might
Interesting.
want to get clothes on. I think that might be my family.
Oh no.
As she jumps out of the pool, shape changes into her draconic form, and flies through the tree.